Hey guys, we are here today to talk about the new moon in Aquarius. I hope everyone has been having a beautiful week. I absolutely love that the new moon in Aquarius is on a Friday. Even though it's not Sunday, Fridays always feel like more of a reset day to me, even though I do love Sundays. But I love that this new moon is on a Friday because it gives so much time for reflection, which is really going to come in handy for this new moon in particular. So let's just kind of start off with what is Aquarius. So Aquarius is innovative, it's rebellious, it is about vision and groups, as well as humanitarianism, just kind of thinking more in a group space, what's best for everyone. It's about minorities as well, or smaller, less dominant groups of people. It's about teenagers. It is going to be also about, I can't remember, did I say innovation? But yeah, innovation as well. And I think I described this in another video, is that Aquarius isn't always going to be so much about necessarily like this futuristic future, like with lots of robots and everything like that, although AI is really taking all industries by storm right now. It's not always about that kind of futuristic-y future. It's more so about what is our own idealization of the future, and us trying to bring that into like reality, because it clashes up with what's happening at this time in our present reality. And so that is what Aquarius is. It isn't always like this futuristic chrome kind of energy. But when we are talking about this new moon, it's really interesting because this new moon has so much to do with transformation. It is at 20 degrees, which is a Scorpio degree. And so while we're thinking about, who are we associating with, who are we making connections with, I want to say first of all that it is at 20 degrees, which is a Scorpio degree, which is talking about purging, transformation, rebirth. It's also going to get into maybe having to look at what is owed to other people, whether that be things like knowledge or what is owed to your friends. Are you giving your friends their flowers, their accolades, whatever? But Scorpio can also be very much about finances and about debt. What debt needs to be cleared to give you the financial future that you want as well. It can be about taxes. I know a lot of people are doing their taxes right now, and so this could definitely be a time where you are finding out some really interesting information about your taxes, or maybe there are some unexpected pitfalls or just kind of extra things that you need to know about, for when you do file your taxes, if you're not filing them this week. But I am by no means a financial advisor or tax person, so this will obviously not be for everybody, but it's an interesting thing to make sure that you keep in mind for this new moon in particular, since we are talking about the future and finances. Obviously, a Scorpio degree can bring so many other things like trauma, crisis, really reflecting on those things, reflecting more so into the psyche as well. And Aquarius has so much to do with mental health as well, since it is modernly ruled by Uranus. So we do have its traditional ruler, Saturn, in Pisces right now, which is actually at a Libra degree, which is very relational. It's actually at a 7. But we also see, ironically but unironically, the modern ruler, Uranus, in Taurus at 19 degrees, which is also a Libra degree. So we see a lot of things revolving around this new moon being about our relationships, whether that be our relationships with people, or our relationships with money, finances, or how we just kind of relate to ourselves as well, I think, because Aquarius can be about what makes me special, what makes me stand out within the group. How can I, be there for other people is a thought that I think about when I think about like the 7 degrees or even the 19 degrees that we see with Uranus in Taurus being at during this new moon, because it's squaring right up against this new moon in particular. And so there can be a lot of spats with that hard aspect to the modern ruler from this new moon in particular. It gives me very much, it's time to clean house. And cleaning house might not be expected. You might have a situation where you feel like everything is very stable. We have to remember that because Uranus is modern, Uranus is the modern ruler of Aquarius, it's unexpected, but it's also innovative. It pushes to break through barriers. And so there might be things that you are not even seeing. And I intuitively just kind of look at both Venus and Mars, who Mars is actually about to conjunct Pluto in Aquarius. And that's kind of like foreshadowing quite a bit, that there are some things that we are not privy to, that we might really be becoming more aware of as we move past this new moon, that might give context as to why certain things or people or attitudes or habits even had to have been cleared out in such a sudden, possibly disruptive way. We can see a lot of people maybe reworking finances, or losing friends, or losing relationships with other people during this time in particular. But I think it all really serves the purpose of opening the door for that new kind of future that they are envisioning for themselves, because not everybody is going to have your same value system. It'll be really interesting to see how all this builds, because as I'm saying this now, I'll reiterate a lot of this when we talk about Mars conjuncting Pluto, because I think a lot of people will have a lot of really strong, be very aggressive with their passions and their vision, and just very focused, laser focused on those things and achieving those things. And then we'll see it again when Venus is the last planet to actually do this. I think especially then we'll see a lot of relationships change quite a bit. But that is all I have for you for this new moon in Aquarius. Let me know, what house is this all happening in? And what do you have on the horizon? What are you thinking as far as what you want to create? As far as friendships, are you trying to find a tribe right now? I think with Saturn, the modern ruler of Aquarius, sitting in Pisces right now at a relational degree, it could be a lot about trying to find relationships, trying to reach out to people, finding support, and maybe not feeling as stable in that right now. And so you're trying to find your tribe. But as always, if you would like to book a reading with me, you can do so right now by emailing me at edeneyetarot@gmail.com. That is the only way you can book with me at this time. My website will be back up at the end of March. But other than that, guys, I will talk to you later. Bye.